up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad.
Hello race fans and welcome to Pocono Raceway for tonight's running in the IAA Xfinity Series. Cars have gridded, starting to roll off onto the track. Take you down through the lineup. Starting off on the pole, going to be Steve Baker with Logan Brakey on his outside. Wesley Crump and Richard Slavely is going to be row number 2. Row number 3, Randy Bashirs and Trenton Jump. Row number 4 will be Michael Meredith and Jeff Gilmore. Row number 5, Eric Stamp, Jerry West. Row number 6, Kyle Hardy and Dustin German. Row number 7, Chris Spencer and Dalton Schley. Row number 8 will be Zane Bailey and James Rotruck. Row number 9, Sean Freeman and Noah Abbott. Row number 10, Chad Meadows and Alan Duggar. Row number 11 is going to be Dustin Coggin and Brian Beach. Row number 12, Craig Bristol with Marshall Taylor. Row number 13, Braden Carter and Ty Dahlman. Row number 14, Kevin Roy and Joshua Stott. Row number 15, Jimmy Emos and Darren Bruce. And bring up the rear of the field, it's going to be Colin Bester. That's going to be starting lineup here tonight at Pocono. Pace car is off. And the green flag is out. Side by side, Steve Baker and Logan Brakey going to take him down in the turn number 1 for the first time here tonight at Pocono. Swavely right behind them in third, but we got 4 wide coming out of turn 2 already. Wow, they really kind of clustered up there for a minute. Randy Bashirs up here, qualifying pretty decent this week. Up here in 6th right now. About to make a pass on Kyle Hardy for 5th. Field making our way through turn number 3. Down the front straight across the line for the lap number 2. Still side by side, Steve Baker and Logan Brakey. And down in turn 1, Brakey and Baker have switched positions. Brakey down low now. Baker's on the high side. Down the backstretch, looks like Brakey's going to fall in behind Baker. And Crump right behind him's got a bit more of a draft. Bashirs on the outside of Jump. Jump and Stamp right behind him. Teammates right there. Chris Spencer on the low side underneath Noah Abbott, kind of falling back a little bit as he doesn't have a draft. For the most part, the field looks to be about single filed out. Steve Baker now starting to open up that lead, just over 4/10. So Gilmore trying to make a move on the high side of Dustin German. Looks like he is going to go ahead and complete that pass. The below Derry West was kind of poking his nose down low for a second. Didn't work out for him. On board with Gilmore following Eric Stamp. Got 65 laps to run here tonight. Everybody's seem to be pretty well having their patience in order as Michael Meredith trying to make a move under Kyle Hardy. Not quite to him. He was at his quarter through the corner, but he's going to fall back right behind him, get back in line, try to pick up a little bit of draft to see if he can do something in turn one. Not quite able to do anything. Braden Carter has got some mismatched numbers. Jump and Brashear side by side. Brashear's kind of fallen back a few spots since the start of this race. Crump trying to make a move for second place over Logan Brakey. Oh, a little bit of contact there. They both get a little wiggle. Down in the turn one, Crump's going to have that spot over Brakey. But that bit of contact is letting Swavely try to peek underneath. Is Swavely going to be able to make a move? No, he's going to fall back in line. But he's right on the back bumper of Brakey, and right on his back bumper is Hardy. Meredith poking a look under Hardy again. And Swavely jumps out of line. There he goes, making a pass on Logan Brakey. He's to his door. Turn three and down the front stretch they go. Looks like he's going to fall back a bit again. Going to want to get back in line behind Brakey, try and grab a draft as Meredith trying to make his way by Hardy, still working on him. They're going to head down in the turn number one. He's got the best advantage he's gotten so far. Almost looks like Hardy might have jumped out of it for a second, unless Meredith sent it in there because he is below Swavely now. Swavely giving a little bit of room, moving up the track a bit. Hardy gets a little out of shape, but Jump is the one that falls and slaps the wall. Schley and Spencer. Road Truck right behind them. Road Truck poking his nose out. Gonna make a pass on Schley. He's right to his quarter. Going through turn three side by side is Schley and Road Truck as they go down the front stretch now. Road Truck gonna dip back in behind him. Crump starting to reel in Steve Baker. Got him down to 4/10 and closing. Steve Baker, a typical front runner here, so no surprise to see him right up front there. Still side by side, Road Truck and Schley. Coming through 3. Still side by side, heading down to the 1. Crump's got Baker down to 2/10. Chasing him down quick. Crump's going to run way up on turn number 2. That line, I think he might have just missed the corner there, unless Baker's really stepped it up, because now we got 6/10. But Michael Meredith closing in on Crump. Road Truck and Schley still side by side. On board with Brian Beach, we can see this battle right in front of us with Road Truck and Schley. Schley and Road Truck just side by side, lap after lap, continuing on. Abbott down below the yellow. Looks like he's heading to pit road. Crump is now reeling Baker back in again after having that bad turn 2. Kind of overshot it and ended up having to run up high. Now he's lost a few tenths, but back up. Now inside of 3/10, or inside of 4/10. We got 3. Bailey and Duggar side by side fighting for position. Road Truck has gotten by Schley, and now that he's gotten that spot and kind of run where he wants, he is making progress getting away from Schley. Zane Bailey looks like he's got a bit of damage on the right side of that. Crump 2/10 off of Baker now. It's like Jump trying to make a move on Brakey. Oh, and we got a car into the wall. Looks like Swavely. He's going to bounce off of it and head back down the track a bit. Recovers. Jump is going to steal that spot away from Brakey. Now top 3 all closing in on each other now. Michael Meredith, Wesley Crump, Steve Baker from 3rd to 1st. Brian Beach trying to challenge Dalton Schley. Bailey, and is that Coggin? Oh, to get up into the wall. No, not Bailey. That was Meadows and Duggar kind of get up towards the wall for a second. Zane Bailey and Dusty Coggin right behind them. That's who is side by side heading down in this corner now. Through the much more open turn 2. Car's starting to get a little bit bunched up right here. Swavely, Stamp, German, Jerry West. Sorted themselves back out with Swavely leading that one. Brashears has gotten back up into 6th. The top 3 have really just kind of broken away. They've almost got 3 solid seconds over the rest of the field, over 4th place. Off the back of Michael Meredith's car. See Trenton jump that 3.5 seconds back. Kind of looks like Baker is opening that lead back up again over Wesley Crump. Meadows making a pass on Schley. Trying to anyways. They head down in turn number 1. He's not going to have Schley quite yet. Up off the corner. He's got Duggar right behind him. Duggar looks like he's almost about to try and make a move. Swavely slapped the wall again. Steve Baker leading the top 3 pack. So we come across the line for lap number 17 of 65 here tonight at Pocono. Watching the IAA Xfinity Series on the 1-5 Studios YouTube channel. Like Spencer out of shape off the corner. I believe he might have just smacked the wall. Dahlman and Coggin side by side. Dahlman has the advantage coming up off the corner. So say that, Coggin gets a much better run heading down the straight. Dahlman's going to fall back and be challenged by Roy. Kevin Roy in that 77 on the high side. And he's going to get by Dahlman. Kevin Roy making a pass on Dustin Coggin now. Steve Baker up here leading. We said before, no stranger to the front of the pack. See him up front. If he's not winning, he's always at least up front. Got one win this season at Chicago Street Course. Brandon Bashir's, Logan Brakey battling for 5th place. Bashir's has the advantage coming off the corner. Side by side battling. I believe that's Jerry West right behind Bashir's. Now getting behind Brakey. Oh! Looks like Brakey was turning just a bit sooner than Bashir's. That was... could have been ugly for a second there. Bashir's has quarters, door, nose, side by side. Oh, Bashir's runs it in there a bit hot. He washes up the track. Brakey doesn't give much room. I believe they either made contact or almost made contact. We got a couple of pit takers. Say Jerry West and Dustin German heading down pit road right now. Lap 22 of 65 here tonight. So is that going to be the first in a round of green flag stops? We've had 22 green laps here tonight at Pocono. Brian Beach passing Jeff Gilmore. Gilmore way up by the wall. Chad Meadows was going to fall in behind him, but it was bounced back down. Now he does fall in behind Gilmore. Oh, is that Bester? I believe that was. Yeah, it's Colin Bester. Quite out of shape. Slaps the wall. The stop behind him might have gotten the wall as well. Oh, Steve Baker on pit road. Baker jump. Brakey. Oh, jump. He locked it up a bit. Brakey stamp. Brian Beach. Ty Dahlman. Expect, of course, everyone's going to take 4 tires and fuel. So we're going to have, I'd say we're going to have at least one more pit stop if we keep this thing green. Steve Baker is off. Now Wesley Crump. Heading down, let's see. That's turn number 3 is coming out of. Yep, he's going to hit the pit road, and Michael Meredith's going to follow him. Oh, Meredith had that thing hot. Bashir's coming down pit road. Oh my goodness. Slow her down, bud. Hardy coming in behind him. Meadows, Duggar, Roy. Schley. Oh, Crump overshoots his box. Crump is off. Looks like he got to the line just barely before Meredith. Doesn't matter because we're not under caution. But he still got there just before Meredith, so he's going to get back on track before him. And oh! Meredith comes out on track. Unless they move the exit pit road where you can enter into the track. It used to be on the backstretch. Take a look. Okay, yep, it is right there. A lot sooner. Let's see. Road Truck's going to be your current leader with Jeff Gilmore and Zane Bailey, second and third. Coggin hits pit road. Marshall Taylor, Braden Carter, Craig Bristol. Ooh. So Craig got a bit of damage on that right front. He's hammered the wall. Baker currently back up to 6th. Once those other cars have done their pit stops, it should cycle back out through with Baker in first, as Road Truck, the current leader, is heading down pit road. Gilmore's going to stay out and lead a lap. Darren Bruce, actually Bruce is not on the lead lap behind Gilmore. So Joshua Stott heading down pit road. Again, pretty tame race we've got going on here. Everybody doing a great job keeping those cars pointing in the right direction and keeping it clean. We've Gilmore, yep, he's going to head down pit road now. Is Bailey going to follow him? No, he does not. What about Bester? He's still going to need to make a pit. I believe he's the last car that needs to pit. Here he goes. Oh no, Bester loses it on entry. Hammers the inside wall. Luckily he's down on the apron, so that's going to keep the green flag out. No caution. Oh my goodness, I spoke too soon. That does bring out a caution. Ooh, actually, maybe that wasn't due to him. To Marshall Taylor. Oh, Marshall Taylor in that 75 loses it. Cold tires. Throws it in reverse and tries to get it down off the racing surface ASAP. Great job by him, but unfortunately the caution flag still did wave. So that is going to be caution number 1. You're on lap 27, Pocono. Looks like Zane Bailey going to get a nice little break. He's head down in the pits. See if any of the other leaders follow him. It's possible if everybody pits with him, he could remain in first in this restart. So we're gonna have to see what all the remainder of the field, the initial leaders, decide to do. All right, looks like the field is going to all pit back in. Good choice, I'd say. Is they're going to all top off on fuel, probably grab fresh tires. So Bailey is your leader. Baker second. Let's see if he's going to have a better pit stop, be able to get off before Bailey. Bailey is out of his pit box. And Bailey makes it off first. He's going to hold the lead. Baker, Meredith, Swavely. All right, I want to talk to Randy Brashears. Randy Brashears, Chris up in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Randy, doing pretty good out there, keeping that car up in the top 10. Tell us about your race.
Yeah, it's been pretty solid so far. Had a decent qualifying, and I fell back for a few spots just right there on the first beginning to saving some tires, and started working my way back up through there. I think I got back up to fourth or fifth, and I was feeling solid, and I wasn't expecting them to short pit by 5 laps. And just one lap around here, you're about 2 seconds faster on fresh tires. So I had kind of a net loss there of a couple spots, and then of course the caution came out. And so now I'm back here in 13th, so I'll have to fight my way back up through there, and hopefully we can have a good finish out of it.
All right, so unfortunately you've fallen outside of the top 10 for this whole cycle running through. What are we going to see out of you for the remainder of the race? We're almost halfway through.
Still got to be patient, and but at the same time you got to kind of start pushing a little bit more. But we'll see what happens. A lot of fast and good talent up ahead, so we'll just hopefully we can pick our way by them.
All right, well, thanks for talking to us, and good luck getting that car back up front.
All right, I appreciate it.
Randy Brashears falling out of the top 10. Lights are off on the pace car. Drivers have gone through the choose zone. And through turn number 2. Pace car is off. Green flag is back out for James Road Truck, Ty Dahlman. Road Truck got a great restart heading down the front stretch towards turn number 1. Dahlman and Gilmore side by side behind him. Looks like Gilmore's going to surge ahead. Dahlman's going to fall down to third. Step back in line behind Gilmore. We've got one down on the apron. He got shuffled out. Baker has fallen back to fourth. He's going to have to try and get back in front of there. We'll see how that car does in lap traffic now. Looks like he's about to make a pass, but we got a 3 wide situation back here. Back down to 2 wide. Spencer right under Logan Brakey, and now they are pushing 3 wide again. Michael Meredith in the center of that one. And that 22 of, is that Craig Bristol steps back. Baker are on the back bumper of Dahlman. He's going to have to get up into third spot. Three wide again. Stamp gets sent way to the outside. Halfway point here. 32.5 laps. 65. Oh, and Brashears, it's a little loose down on the apron. Dips that wheel too low. Saves it. Great job collecting it. And oh my goodness, they're just about to push 4 wide. Crump says, nope, bad idea. Great decision by Wesley Crump to just jump out of that and not push the 3 wide. Time is running out, but we are still only halfway. Side by side, Brashears and Crump. Baker has made his pass on Dahlman and Swavely. Baker up into third. Sam and Hardy side by side. Crump right behind Hardy as they're going to head down to the corner. Like Meredith may have stepped out of line just a tad. Now below Jerry West trying to make a pass. Meredith got his nose ahead for 6th place, stealing that from Jerry West, but he's not quite done fighting yet. Down in the turn number 2, side by side, excuse me, turn number 1. Meredith is going to surge ahead. Is he going to be able to slam the door on Jerry West? He does. West right behind him. Side by side, Hardy and that's Braden Carty. Yes. Oh, you know what? I said that he had the wrong numbers on there. That was incorrect. That's a 55, as it should be. It's just a weird style. And a lot of pink made it kind of look like 66 from my opinion, I suppose. But that is a 55, so my apologies for calling out wrong numbers on his car earlier. Him and Brashears side by side. Brashears up in 14th. Randy just having a heck of a roller coaster season. Up and down, had a bunch of bad races, just bad luck. As we talk about, you know, in previous weeks, just kind of in the wrong place, wrong time, getting wrapped up in someone else's mess. Had that car up front. Now that pit cycle kind of jerked him around a little bit, and now he's kind of just stuck in 14th as the pack around him out front is starting to kind of distance themselves. Got a bit of a gap between him and Crump. Then Hardy jump, and really the back of the pack with Logan Brakey. Side by side, Dahlman and German. Heading down the front stretch, Spencer is going to dip in front of German. Steve Baker still trying to work on Jeff Gilmore for 2nd place. We know Baker's fast. He led almost every lap before that caution came out, except for green flag cycle. Green flag pit cycle. He's on the low side of Gilmore. He's going to be making this pass right here down the back stretch, or 2nd stretch. I don't know what they call it. Out of turn 2, heading down to 3 now. What turn 4? Baker not having a very good corner there. Looks like Swavely is stepping out of line. He might be trying to make a pass on Baker for 3rd. There they go, down in the turn number 1. Swavely has not got enough momentum, speed to be able to make a pass on Baker. Baker's going to surge back up towards the back bumper of Gilmore. Looks like he's going to step out of line. He's got a bit of a run. Here goes Baker looking on the low side, side by side. They're heading down towards the corner. Through turn number 2. Baker's got that position over Jeff Gilmore. Michael Meredith a huge run. He almost got stuffed up behind Swavely. Took a hard left to dip out of line. Now West trying to pass Swavely. West was to his quarter, but now he's going to fall back in line. So Baker in second. He's got his sights on James Rotruck. Baker currently sitting 7/10, back off of Rotruck in first. We'll keep an eye on him, as no doubt he's probably going to reel him in quickly. Rotruck doing a great job up front leading, though. The pit cycle went through and let him be the leader. Bristol and Freeman side by side. Freeman making a pass on the low side. That's for 23rd. Side by side, Gilmore and West. West going to get the position over Gilmore. Now Swavely challenging Gilmore on the low side as they're going across the line. Here comes West. Maybe, not sure if he's trying to provide some draft or maybe a block or break the draft from Gilmore. I'm not quite sure what he was doing there. Down in turn 1. He's going to get it down there on that line. Baker right up to the back bumper of Rotruck in no time. That was incredible. Closed in 7/10 in just one lap. All over his back bumper. Rotruck got to be getting pretty worried now as he closed that up so fast. Once he gets right there and gets the pass going, makes that pass. Here he goes. No, he's going to back up the corner. Rotruck sends it in there. Michael Meredith is back up there in third, right behind Steve Baker. Brakey making a pass on Gilmore a little further back. And down towards turn number 1. What's going to happen here? What's Baker going to do? Looks like he's going to look to the low side. Rotruck's going to give him the room. Side by side, Steve Baker going for the lead, coming off of turn number 1. They're still side by side. Gilmore slaps the wall. Baker, Rotruck, and into turn number 2. Baker gets a better entry. Meredith's right behind him. Rotruck in danger of losing 2 spots, not just the lead, but heading back to third. As Michael Meredith's going to look underneath Steve Baker. They're 3 wide going into the corner. Oh, man, 3 wide carrying through as they're heading towards the front stretch. Almost contact Michael Meredith and Steve Baker. Baker's the meat in the sandwich. Rotruck up high. Meredith's going to pull back in behind Baker. Baker's still looking on the low side. Meredith gets it in that corner a little quicker. Off the corner. Wow, close quarters right there. And Meredith slaps the wall. Oh! Oh, man. I thought he was going to try and close the door on West. I think he was, and then realized it wasn't quite clear. We got just 25 laps to go. The action's starting to really pick up now. This top group, Michael Meredith getting passed by Spencer now. That slap in the wall really kind of messed him up. Jerry West getting by Meredith, or trying to look. He's to his rear quarter. Yeah, Baker's still just having a hard time getting by Rotruck. Rotruck doing a great job keeping him, fending him off. Oh, and here we go. Michael Meredith gets down in the Jerry West. Wow, great job by both of those drivers keeping those cars pointing in the right direction. West and Brakey side by side heading down the backstretch. You got Bester and Jump side by side right behind them. Bester all over the back bumper of West. West going to make a pass on Brakey. He's going to get that spot right behind German. Here goes Baker on the inside of Road Truck again. Baker's got the advantage coming up off the corner. Side by side down the front stretch. Going across the line with 23 laps to go. Steve Baker's got the position. Is he going to be able to close the door on Road Truck? Down in the turn number 1. Chris Spencer trying to follow Steve Baker through. Baker's still not quite clear. Here he goes. He's going to close the door. He's got clearance on Road Truck. Road Truck and Spencer make a bit of contact. Steve Baker is your new leader. Spencer and Road Truck still fighting back here as they head down to this corner. Steve Baker, no doubt, with a sigh of relief, making that pass for first place. Now he's got just clear sailing and hoping for green flag laps. Go out there, turn down some laps, and wait for this one to end. Park that car in victory lane. That's his hopes anyways. Spencer, Road Truck still side by side behind him. Spencer just barely closes the door on Road Truck. Road Truck was going to go down low, but Michael Meredith was right there. Meredith realized he was trying to go low. Dipped out of it. No contact. Again, great job by both of those drivers. Looks like Coggins going to head down pit road in the back of the field. Got quite a battle going on for third place right here. Bester going to push it 3 wide as they come up off the corner. Bester, wow, what a great run. Colin had a run coming off the corner as he just sent that thing, and they're still 3 wide heading down into turn number 2. Bester's going to make that pass on Michael Meredith side by side with Road Truck now. Bester gets by Road Truck. Road Truck having, I believe, just slightly older tires than the rest of the field as he stayed out. Under that last pit, I should say. Caution. So Baker, 9/10, growing his lead over Chris Spencer. Oh, Spencer. Oh, no, he's going to pit. All right, so here we are. We're inside the final pit stop window. Spencer, German, Stamp all heading down pit road. Gonna keep an eye on this battle for third place. Road Truck and Meredith. Meredith's gonna get that spot, making the pass on the high side. Road Truck's gonna just stay in line behind him. Jerry West all over the back of Road Truck. He makes contact. They both get a bit sideways. They keep those cars pointed the right direction again. That could have been bad. Field spreading out again now. Randy Brashears. Oh, Brashears. Wow, big moment from Brashears. Gets that thing full turn sideways. Keeps it going. Great job by Randy. We checked on him at just the right time. Steve Baker on pit road. Michael Barrett, Dalton Schley. Oh, we got a caution. Caution during green flag pit stops. Let's wonder if that was related. I think I just had to step away for a second. Let's see, we're seeing Duggar's name. I wonder if he was trying to head towards the pits. Oh, we got somebody. Whoa, what the heck? What in the world was that? That wasn't even like coming off the corner. Let's go on board with Duggar. Oh, he downshifted. Oh man. We had one smoker right there though. What was that about? Not quite sure, but that's gonna send Duggar in the inside wall. Who was that was down on the apron before that? Whoa, 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 whoa. 75. Who is the 75? That's Marshall Taylor. Looks like he was struggling through this corner. Starts stepping out on him. Corrects it, but then gets on the inside. Meadows dips down out of the way. So that's going to put us under caution number 2 with just 19 laps to go. It's like just about everybody's going to be pitting. Chris Spencer. It's Chris up in the booth. You got me? Chris Spencer. Oh, I guess Chris isn't there. Actually, not a lot of drivers hang around in the Discord during the race, so it's kind of hard to pull people. Pace car is off, and the green flag is back out. Ty Dahlman with a great restart. Chris Spencer and Eric Stamp behind him. Dustin German. Steve Baker going to have to make his way back up through the front. Currently sitting in 7th. With only 16 laps to do it. Baker looking on the low side of Meredith. Oh, and we got a wreck out back. Seriously? Maybe we don't. Let's see, Schley. There we go. Wow. That was quite a cluster frig for keeping that thing going. Once again, great job by these drivers keeping these things pointed in the right direction. I know I've said that plenty of times tonight, but had plenty of dust ups. Could have easily been cautions as they just pushed 3 wide underneath Dahlman. Jeremy and Meredith side by side. Steve Baker back there again by Dahlman. Baker up in the top 5. Stamp is going to be your current leader. And opening that gap. 9/10 over Spencer in 2nd. Jeremy and Meredith 3rd, 4th. And Steve Baker again is 5th. It's like Duggar and Schley battling side by side, head down in the turn number 1. Duggar with the advantage. Schley got a lot of damage to that car on both the right and left front. Oh, that was probably from that contact they just had there. Dahlman's got a mirror full of West. West making his move down low. Side by side. Hardy and Carter side by side. Braden Carter. Hardy and Carter teammates. Eric Stamp continuing to hold a 5/10 lead over Spencer. They're 3 wide back there. Dahlman, Jump, and Hardy were just 3 wide for a minute. Row Truck going to be looking low on Dahlman. Jump gets by Coggin. A lot of movement just happened right there, quick. Gilmore working on Dahlman now. Right behind him, they're 3 wide. They were almost 3 wide. Carter, Meadows, Brakey, Brashears, they're all right there. Very difficult for drivers to get back up towards their front running spots where they were. Just a lot of talent out here tonight. Oh, Stamp gets a little loose. Looks like a couple of them slapped the wall. Baker is stepping out of line. Looks like he was trying to make a move on Meredith. Not enough momentum. Through turn 2, Baker's going to look low on Meredith. Meredith was looking low on Spencer too, so he had to dip a little lower. And 3 wide past Spencer, side by side. Baker and Meredith coming up off of turn number 3 down the front stretch. Meredith still able to hold off Baker. Baker's still working hard, trying to get by Meredith. Shears out of line back here, side by side with Carter. Cog and Dahlman side by side. Dahlman kind of falling backwards as he stayed out under that last yellow flag pit stop. Fired him off in first place on the restart, however. He's falling back now. German going for the lead on Eric Stamp. Meredith going to try and follow German past Stamp. Stamp's going to send it deep into the corner on the high side. Not enough. Both German and Meredith get the spot. Here comes Baker trying to pass Stamp for third. He's to his door. Now nose to nose. Baker's kind of washing up the track just a bit. Stamp's going to give him the room. Stamp in the wall. And Meredith and German. I think German maybe trying to break Meredith's draft. We see a lot of drivers do that when we get down towards the end of it here at Pocono. Stamp's going to get shuffled on the high side. Here comes Chris Spencer taking fourth away from him. I think that's exactly what German's trying to do, is just break Meredith's draft so he can't stay on him. Let's see, is this something he's going to continue to do every lap? Inside the 10 to go. We got 9 right now. 9 laps to go. Spencer right on Baker's back bumper. Time is winding down for Baker if he's going to get back up there into the first place. Hardy sends it way down low. Looks like Dustin German going to dip down and try to break that draft just about every lap. German continuing to lead. We got 3 wide back there. Chris Spencer's going to send it down below Steve Baker and Michael Meredith. They're 3 wide coming up off of turn number 3, heading down the front stretch. Side by side, Baker and Meredith battling, heading down into turn number 1. Meredith got the advantage as Baker's to his rear quarter, falling back. Now he's going to have to fall in behind Meredith. Jump, trying to make a pass on the low side as everybody's doing that break in the draft kind of thing. Jump, he's to Baker's inside. Baker perhaps having to push that car too hard, trying to get back up through traffic. Got up to third, kind of stalled out. Now Jump making the pass on him. So Baker's fallen outside of the podium positions now. Whoa! Baker and Jump come close together, heading down into turn number 1. They're going to be nose to nose, almost making contact. Jump gets up into Baker, stuffs Baker in the wall. Oh, that was showing some willpower out of Baker right there after Jump kind of stuffed him into the wall. Baker not coming down and giving a bit of retaliation to Jump. Meredith all over the back bumper of Dustin German. German looking for his 3rd win of the season. Michael Meredith looking for his 2nd. Yes. Meredith looking for his 2nd. German looking for his third. And Trenton Jump is also looking for his third win. Baker going for number 2. Spencer's got 3 wins, so he's going to be going for win number 4 if he can get up there. We've got just 5 laps to go. Spencer is going to be making his way by Baker. I think Baker's just kind of about shut it down. He doesn't have what he's going to need to make it up there into the lead. Maybe just going to try and hold on to a top 5. Pit cycles kind of porked him. Sent him too far back in the field. Just kind of unable to fully recover. Much like Brashear's back there in 12th. He's made up a few spots, but still just kind of got stuck back in the field and hard to pass here with so much talent out on the track. Top 3, throw a blanket on him. German, Meredith, jump. We got just 4 laps to go. Here goes Meredith looking outside, looking on the inside. He's side by side with Dustin German. They're coming off of turn number 3. And down the front stretch they go. What are we going to do here? Meredith tries to get down low, but he's going to hit Jump. Jump's going to be 3 wide with Meredith and German. No, Jump's going to fall back in behind those 2. Meredith and German still side by side heading down into turn number 1. Meredith's got the nose out ahead. Not enough to close that door. Don't do it. Oh! Meredith can't clear. Possibly try to self-clear, and German is right there to catch him. That's going to let Jump get the lead. Chris Spencer moves up into 3rd. Baker 4th. And there goes Meredith. He is just about done. Ugh. Jump has just taken the lead. Total change-up. We did not see that coming. Jump now out front with 3 laps to go, heading to the line for the 2 to go. Road Truck and Hardy side by side battling. They're battling for 6th place. It's like West has made a pass on Baker. Baker's got some damage on the right front from when he got sandwiched up into the wall. Ooh, Baker a little loose through that corner. I think he might just be struggling, trying to fight and hold on to that thing to the end of this race. Brashears and Gilmore side by side. Beach all over the back of them too. Just trying to see where to go. Might be the best place, but Trenton Jump still out front, opening up the gap over Dustin German. We've only got 2 laps left. Oh, Steve Baker is fighting that car. Looks like he is just loose through the corners at this point. White flag is out for Trenton Jump. The man I might be looking for here is for 2nd. Oh boy, I say that, but here comes that 00 West. Down the backstretch. German closing in on Jump now. Here they come off of turn number 3. And Trenton Jump is going to be your winner. Trenton Jump, Dustin German, Jerry West ends up taking 3rd spot. All right, your final results. Trenton Jump parks in victory lane tonight. Dustin German second. Jerry West finishes out the podium spots tonight, sneaking in there at the last moment. Chris Spencer fourth. Kyle Hardy is fifth. James Rotruck sixth. Wesley Crump ends up in seventh. Steve Baker fell back to eighth after unable to get back through the field. Brady Bashirs recovers for a top 10. Great job by him. Eric Stamp 10th. Alan Duggar is 11th. Brian Beach 13th. Chad Meadows is 13th. Jeff Gilmore 14th. Kevin Roy is 15th. Logan Brakey is 16th. Colin Bester 17th. Braden Carter is 18th. Dustin Coggin brings it home in 19th. Joshua Stott 20th. Craig Bristol 21st. Zane Bailey 22nd. Ty Dahlman 23rd. 24th is Richard Slavely. 25th Dalton Schley. Sean Freeman is 26th. Michael Meredith ends up in 27th. 2 laps down. Hard luck. He must have shut it down after that. After he made that contact. And Darren Bruce brings it home in 28th. Those are going to be your final finishes here tonight. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with our top finishers.
I'm Jason Turner. I own Turner's Alignment and Tire. Been in business for 20 years now. I'm an alignment shop brat. My dad owned this place when I was born. I've been here my whole life. So it's the only thing I've ever done. Do alignments, brakes, tires, shock struts, do all undercarriage work. We really specialize in just the drivability. We just do things a little bit different than most places. My first ever boss told me, when you're really good at something, be the best at it. Don't be really good at a lot of things, be the best at one thing. And we chose to do this, the one thing I'm good at, and decided to keep getting better at it. People should choose us because we have fair, competitive pricing. We use the newest, latest equipment out on the market. We have the highest quality staff, and we get the job done fast.
Welcome back to Pocono Raceway. We still don't have our top finishers. Oh, here's one. Let's see. Trying to wrangle them up. All right, well, we have got Jerry West with us. Jerry West bringing it home in third place tonight. Jerry had a pretty good night. We seen about mid-pack, and then just out of nowhere kind of popped up at the front, bringing it home on the podium spot tonight. Tell us about your night. Boy. Jerry West, you got me?
Yeah, buddy, I got you. How you doing, man?
Oh, there he is. I was having some mic issues on my end. Jerry, we seen you about mid-pack for the a large majority of the race, and then kind of the end, you just surged up front there and put it on the podium. Tell us about your night and how you did it.
Yeah, man. I mean, it wasn't easy, that's for sure. A lot of take, not a lot of give out there. And the first part of the first half, first 3 quarters of the race, I was giving a whole lot.
Well, putting that thing up there on the podium, great job in one of your earlier showings out in this series. Who do you want to thank?
Yeah, the first half of this thing, man, like there was a lot of take, not a lot of give out there, and I was the one doing all the giving, so it kind of bit me a little bit. And then wasn't expecting that late race caution there, so I kind of switched up the strategy. I knew I was gonna have to take a lot more, and still try to be respectful to these guys, because I'm just here to have fun and race around these guys, man. So I know I got into Eric Stamp. I'd like to apologize for that, man, and let him know I was still in the brake, man, when we touched. Like I had never got up in the throttle, but I was just a little bit faster than those guys. I run them down from quite a ways back, and I give a whole lot there on Eric for quite a while there, a lot of times this race. So I'm really sorry about that, and I'm glad I was able to straighten him back out, and he was able to finish there. So. But yeah, man, long race, Pocono, you know how it is, and I thought it was going to go green, and we managed to work our way up there. Just had a lot of hard work involved.
All right. Well, who do you want to thank, Jerry?
Yeah, I want to thank all the admins at IAA. Of course, anybody that has anything to do with letting us guys come out here and race. All the drivers that show up and make it possible to have a good field out here. You know, Pocono's tough, but hey. We're here, SRTV Network on the hood, all my teammates over at Smoke Show Racing, the boys there, and anybody out there watching, and you up in the booth, man, for so we can go back and watch this thing.
All right. Congratulations on the podium, Jerry.
All right, thank you very much.
And now your second place finisher, Dustin German, putting it in second tonight. Tell us about your race. We've seen you up towards the front a good majority of this and parking it right up there in second. Tell us about it.
Just a hard fought second place, man. That was very weird. Pocono, just the way the car felt. Yeah, just dude, everybody was racing real hard and real clean, and just a competitive field, man. These guys over here are pretty fast, and we always have a lot of guys in here. Just super proud of everybody tonight.
Is there anything more, maybe a little more, you could have needed to have held off Trenton? Or was it just his time?
Yeah, if I had a little bit more right front tire, I think I could have held him off. That's the only thing that could have helped me in that point.
Wearing down that tire just a bit, but still putting it in second place. Who do you want to thank, Dustin?
I just want to thank everybody at IAA, and want to thank you, Chris, and everybody at 15 Studios for putting it on. Everybody watching, everybody racing. Good race tonight. We had a few cautions, but it wasn't crazy. Good competitive racing from everybody. Me and Michael got together there. There really wasn't. There wasn't nothing I could do there, and he was coming up the track, and he got put in the wall. I hate it for him, but yeah, just proud of my team. SRTV Network on the hood, Smoke Show Racing.
All right, congratulations, Dustin.
Thank you, sir.
And now, your winner, Trenton Jump, putting it up there in victory lane for the 4th time this season. Trenton, give it a rest. Let somebody else have a win for once. Getting it right up there at towards the end of this race, getting done what you need to. Tell us about it.
Dude, like unexpected is what I can say, because those last laps I led were the only laps I led all race. I didn't run up in the top 5 at all. I sped real early, and I was like dog deep, like 28th at like, I don't know, like lap 25, something like that. I don't know, I was deep, and got a lucky caution and just picked our way back up through, and then all of a sudden at the end, we were like 6th, and the next thing I know, we were 3rd, and then the leader started fighting, and the opportunity opened up to take the lead, so I took it and was able to hold on. I couldn't believe how bad it drove in clean air there on the end. I thought I was going to give it away, but held on to it, man.
Well, you did a heck of a job, and well, truth be told, you only need to lead one of the laps, so
Oh, yeah.
you let the most important one. Like I said, 4 wins this season. You do an awesome job. Currently sitting in second place, at least coming into this race sitting in second. Should be, I think we're going to have a new points leader pretty soon here, being yourself, of course. So, again, great job. Who do you want to thank, Trenton?
Yeah, I just want to thank the admins of this league. They do a great job running this thing. They implemented a new incident rule penalty system this week. I feel like that was a really good change for them, and clean things up a little bit. Thank you at 15 Studios for broadcasting this deal. I want to thank my teammates at Armadillo Motorsports, Eric Stamp, Logan Brakey, and Justin Teal for painting this beautiful car.
All right, well, go celebrate that win, and congratulations, Trenton.
Will do. Thank you.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us here at 15 Studios. We had a great race here tonight at Pocono. A lot of green flag action, a lot of singled out, clean lap turning racing. Then towards the end, we got a lot of beating and banging, rough racing. All green, though, for the most part, only a couple of cautions. So great racing here for tonight from Pocono. So for us here at 1-5 Studios, we'd like to thank you for joining us. And if you enjoyed some of the racing action, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of it. And we will see you at the next track.